Tonight we are going to learn an account of a woman named Abigail who, who showed a lot of honor to Jehovah by her actions. So how did her story begin? Well, she lived in the time of David, who was running from Saul with his 600 men. He was living in the caves around Nabal's land. And he was protecting his sheep instead of stealing them food. So one day, he asked Nabal for some food. What do you think Nabal said? Well, not only did he say no, but he also said that David was no more than a runaway slave. So where does Abigail come in? Oh, well, when David hears this, he goes back to his cave and gets 400 of his best fighting men to go kill Nabal and all the men in his household. So now where does Abigail come in? Well, she hears from the servant girl what Nabal has said. And her first action shows how much she honored, therefore imitating Jehovah. You see, she wasn't too arrogant to listen and find a solution to the problem. She quickly made food for David and his 400 men. Now, how did she show humility again? Well, friends, I encourage you to look up in your own Bibles, 1 Samuel 25:24. And it says, "She then fell at his feet and said, 'My Lord, let the blame be on me. Let your servant girl speak to you, and listen to the words of your servant girl.'" So she was taking the blame that really belonged to her husband Nabal. So what was her motivation behind this great deed? Well, I encourage you, friends, to look at verse 30 and 31. It says, "And when Jehovah has done for my Lord all good things he has promised, and he appoints you as leader over Israel, you will have no remorse or regret in your heart for shedding blood without cause, and for letting the hand of my Lord take revenge." So she knew that David was Jehovah's pick for the king, and she didn't want him to have any regret killing Nabal. So this showed great love and respect for who Jehovah had picked for king. Did David appreciate this? Well, we know he does, because in verse 32, he says that Abigail was sent from Jehovah. That was very nice. Well, it wasn't over for Abigail yet, though. She had to tell Nabal what she had done. And she did. Jehovah struck Nabal with paralysis, and 10 days later, he died. So what's the modern application from this story? Well, we learned that everybody can honor Jehovah by their actions and by showing the qualities of love, courage, and humility. Another way is that we can all show respect to Jehovah's will more than anything or anyone else. If we do this, Jehovah has a promise for us. And we can look at that at 1 Samuel 2:30. Start at that before now. And it says, "Now Jehovah declares, it is unthinkable on my part, because those honor me, I will honor." So let us all honor Jehovah through our actions. Just